Take one. It's one clapper. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about cover-ups. We had a lot of folks that reached out and asked us questions about a few specific things, and today I'm going to kind of walk through those with you. You'll also get to see Aniel talking about cover-ups and seeing some of the ones that he has in play and how they're working and how they're coming out. One of the biggest questions is, how do you know when it's a cover-up / a rework? To start everything off, all the artists that are out there are all going to do it differently. The best way to start is finding someone who has cover-up work on their Instagram or on their .com. Finding an artist that literally is along the styles of what you're looking for and who does reworks, who does cover-ups. Don't just randomly go into a shop and say, I want this covered up, and go for it. You'll end up with sometimes a second cover-up that's needed. So do your research, because you've already started. So once you've already started, it's like that clean sheet of paper when you were a kid. You start drawing on it, the moment you start erasing, those lines are still there. So we actually have to work with what you have in order to kind of get it covered up. If you are working with somebody and they're coming back and saying, no, 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 or if you do go into a shop and somebody's like, well, I don't normally do cover-ups, that's your clue to stop right there. You want to make sure that whoever you're working with does cover-ups, enjoys cover-ups, can see where you're going with what you've got to cover up. You know, it is more than just one conversation sometimes if you're wanting to get it right. And what's that old saying? Good work isn't cheap, cheap work isn't good. That's true. This is your body. This is an investment forever. So if it is an investment for forever and it is your body, make sure you know what you want going in. Make sure you do the research, and then make sure you save up some money. I spend a lot of money on my tattoos. I travel to Orlando. I travel to Charleston, South Carolina. I go to those places because there's artists there that I love, who I love their work, and I want them to be the ones working on me.
I focus on every cover up on the really dark places that the cover up has, and you know, dark tones, muted tones, mostly because they're going to be covering more you know, that old tattoo, you know. But it depends on each tattoo that I need to cover up and how to approach it. And it's funny, I cannot say anything or tell the client anything on the consultation just because it will come out at the time I sit for designing. You know, it's not like, okay, I'll do this. It doesn't work like that. My brain doesn't work that way. By the time I sit, then I'll be like, okay, I'll do these lines here, I'll do these lines here to cover up, put some shade in here. And sometimes it's not even about covering the old piece up, you know? It's about diverting your eyes from that old piece to the new piece, to a focus point on the tattoo, so that piece looks completely different. And I try to explain that to clients sometimes, and they don't quite get it till they get it. It's worked so far. So I have a few projects here that I've worked on. They're all cover-ups, and I actually want to show you the before picture and then talk a little bit about it and then the after picture, you know. So this is the before picture. She came in wanting to cover that up, of course, and she just was like, I like roses, let's do it with roses if you can. If not, tell me what can you do? What else can you do? So I was like, okay, cool, let's do it with roses. I'll do it my way because the main focus is covering that up and, you know, you walking out of here happy, you know. So I did. So I came up with, you know, a rose and you know, choose a composition that will make it, you know, cover the whole thing up. I'll show you another one that I worked on. So this is a small cover up on the shoulder here, and I'll show you the design for it. That's it. And I'll show you the end result for it. So you cannot see a cover up. And that's just because I treated this tattoo with muted, and he was really open too. So the more open you are for solutions, the better the cover-up's gonna come up. Like, just remember that we're here, like, we're looking towards your interest, you know? It's not like we're gonna take your money, you know? We wanna help you out. So I'll show you one more really quick. This is a small cover-up. She wanted a sunflower. It was possible with color, so I was like, shoot, yeah, let's do it. It is the tattoo cover-up with color, you know, sunflower. So I'll show you another one, and then I'll be done. He came in really desperate, wanting to cover that up. And that's dark AF. So I was like, cool, what do you like? He was like, I love Greek theme, mythology. I don't even know if I said that correctly. Mythology stuff and all that. I was like, cool. And then I designed for it. That's what I got. So this band right here is the one that's gonna do the trick, you know? It's all black and gray. I treated these also with those like opaque grays. And this is the final result. You cannot see the cover up, you know, but you have to be open for these crazy solutions to be able, you know, and he walked out so happy. He walked out of here so happy. That's what I got for you guys. I don't know, it's just, you gotta be really open to let the artist create towards that project, you know, and be mindful that we are looking towards your best interest. That's it.
We've had a lot of folks ask about blacking out tattoos and what you can do if you want to do something beyond blacking out. I've got a great example from David Riley. He works at the Gilded Mermaid in Charleston, South Carolina. What you see here to begin with is literally a black spot. Somebody came in and they got their arm blacked out. It was kind of left with nothing, just a black spot. They went back to David. He started working with them and he did this extraordinary piece by using the existing black, coming in with grays, coming in with whites. He is someone who has done this type of project. So if you're like, hey, I want to put white on top of black tattoos, start looking for people who are doing them. Check out their Instagram, check out their .com. Always do the research. If you're looking to get a cover up, it means that you're unhappy with something. So the best thing you want to do is find the best person for the job. If they tell you that you're going to have to wait 6 months, wait the 6 months. It is totally worth it. I myself have gone through several of these. Sometimes you wait until a year from then, but if you get the artist that, you know, killed that tattoo, that's who you're gonna want. So waiting for them is not a big deal. This is your body for a lifetime. So the things that we wanna stress here is just doing that research, whether you're in Chattanooga, whether it's us, whether it's, you know, away, just kind of giving you some knowledge of these are the things that you're gonna kind of be thinking about. Number one, when you're getting a cover up, do your research. Number two, find an artist who has done what you're looking for, where you're actually seen in their portfolio, in their Instagram. You know, find people who do enjoy cover-ups because they're the ones who normally can work their way around it. One of the best pieces of advice I was given was from Danny Siviter. He was like, when you're doing a cover-up, break it apart. Do this, do this, do this. And it's allowed me to be better at doing cover-ups in my time. It's also allowed me to look at it differently, you know, using certain things that are there. We all have tricks. Always look at what the artists are doing. Look at their feed. Find out if they've done cover-ups or not. So everybody, that's it. We're super excited that you're joining us on this venture of Mainline TV. You can find us on YouTube just by looking up Mainline TV. I'm Jennifer Edge, and I'll see you next time.